Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. It's time for some more Ahsoka. This is part 4. I'm really enjoying this series so far. I cannot wait to see where the story goes. And yeah, there's still some questions in relation to who's this Merrick guy, and I'm afraid that like most people are just setting themselves up for disappointment if it's not straight up Star Killer now, but we'll see. Like, I'm fine if it's not like someone we already know, someone significant. If it's a new character, that's also fine. Like, I definitely don't want to set myself up for any disappointment here. And then there's still the whole Force sensitivity thing, and I know that's the thing that George Lucas has said at one point, that everyone in the galaxy, like, they're Force sensitive, is just about training and talent and yada yada yada. But we already talked a lot about our feelings when it comes to Sabine and her potentially becoming a fully fledged Jedi. And then there was one other thing. Oh yeah, the fighting in space thing. Of course, we've seen that before in Clone Wars and Rebels. I just forgot about those instances. Anywho. Now, unless you have anything you want to say before we start? No. All right, then. It's just the usual spiel from me. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, throw in a comment. It really, really helps out when you do that. And also, you can check out our Patreon page where there are uncuts, early reactions, some exclusives as well. There's a link down in the description. And also, nope, there's not a pinned comment telling you how far ahead we are. That's what we usually do with other shows where we have those early reactions. We don't with Ahsoka, because that's coming out weekly. Stop talking, Sonny. Let's get into this. Ahsoka, part 4. Here we go.
Hera, do you copy?
And
Come in, Helm 1. This is Fulcrum. Repeat. Do you read us? Over.
I'm still using the Fulcrum name.
Where's Ahsoka?
Outside.
Reconning.
Doing some recon.
The enemy has the map and the means to get where they want to go. I fear we face a difficult choice. If we can't make the journey to find Ezra, then no one should.
Oh.
He'd be stranded out there. Maybe this time for good.
Better that than allowing Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
No, she said it.
Can I count on you?
You know you can.
Is everything all right?
Well, now that they've brought up that choice, that's definitely going to be a thing. Although, I do believe that they are going to get to that other galaxy. It would be a shame if they didn't. Oh. Uh-oh. Hu Yang?
How far out are they?
About a dozen clicks.
Tell them to move in,
The gods would not delay them long.
but you will.
Oh.
Is that a note of fear in your voice?
Experience.
Okay. What's the title?
Fallen Jedi.
Oh.
Are we getting into this now? Like the fallen, like
Yeah, that
Shin and Hati? No, Shin Hati and
Shin Hati and Balin Skull, or
Yeah.
it could refer to, I'm just going to bring it up again, Marek. We'll see. I love those plasters. What didn't you bring? Oh.
Relax. I know how much Ezra means to you. Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Yeah.
One more.
Don't want anything to happen to him. Go. Oh, okay. He can fight.
That's also in his programming.
Yeah. But that's an
Can't they-
assassin droid.
Can't they hear like banging?
That daft droid made it worse.
Apparently not. Good thing she's wearing Beskar.
Yes.
Nice teamwork.
Yeah.
Well, that will set me back a bit.
Prioritize the transmitter above everything else.
May I make one request of you both?
Take care.
Don't die.
Stay together.
Ah.
Oh.
It's better that way, in my opinion.
Yeah. True.
Better get moving.
Together.
Oh, very good. You'll thank me.
There's a meeting of the general staff. What do I tell them?
You'll think of something.
Something.
How come I have to do what I'm told and you don't?
What? What's the problem?
Well, when you're a general, you can disobey orders too. Until then, buckle up.
Did Jabba just say because you're a child?
Perhaps. That's very likely. Ah, yes. The ghosts. Oh, and she's taking a
Yeah.
squadron with her.
Yeah.
You know,
Oi!
by doing this.
Yes!
You know how it is.
Carson
Once a rebel,
Teva.
always a rebel.
On your signal, Phoenix leader.
Phoenix Squad. Alright. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm hyped.
The jump we're attempting, if your calculations are off by even a little, we will be lost to the depths of the void.
And that would suck. Run! How far out were they? Like 12 clicks? That's... Okay.
Hello there.
Alright. So, yeah, we're just gonna do this now. Of course. It's a rematch between those two, and then... Same deal here. Ugh, damn it. Oh man. Oh. Whoa, what's gonna happen? Spinny, spinny, spinny. Oh, shit!
Maybe we don't have to know who Merrick is.
No. Oh, what the f... Huh?
Go!
What was that?
Get the map! Got this.
Witchcraft?
Yeah.
Because, like, the Night Sisters, they do have the ability to raise the dead. Maybe he was never fully, like...
You will regret this decision.
What did Huang say? Stay together. But now we're gonna get an Ahsoka versus Baylan fight?
Anakin spoke highly of you.
Interesting. He never mentioned you.
Everyone in the Order knew Anakin Skywalker. Few would live to see what he became.
Yeah.
Surely that must leave a mark. Is that why you walked away? Abandoned him?
Finally. Take off that stupid cape when you're fighting.
The only reason I'm here is to secure the future. It is an unfortunate evil, but speaks to a greater truth. One must destroy in order to create.
What do you want to create? Like a freaking knight.
Yeah.
Even got a little cross guard on his saber. Ooh. Yep, he is strong. Whoa. I'm digging his fighting style as well. Very precise.
Yeah.
And powerful. Whoa! Alright, yep, she's going for the map. No, shit! I don't know if anything's gonna happen there.
You have no power.
Oh!
Maybe not. Why, I have weapons?
Yes.
Your legacy, like your master's, is one of death and destruction.
Ow! Oh! Yep, damn, of course. Coward.
That was unwise.
Oh, shit, Ahsoka. Oh, no. Sabine. Oh, but she thinks she's dead. Oh!
Sabine! Destroy it!
Come on, Sabine.
She's not.
No, I know.
She's not gonna.
I know.
She'll survive.
You should do as your master says. Destroy it. She would have done it.
Stay back!
But you're not like her, though, are you?
He knows that she won't.
Yes, you can feel it.
I know you feel that Ezra Bridger is the only family you have left. Your family died on Mandalore.
They did.
Because your master didn't trust you.
Damn it.
Come with me. Willingly. I give you my word. No harm will come to you.
I do trust him when he says that, but still.
Do it. For Ezra.
Why'd you have to say that? Wow. Yeah, I heard it as well. The force choking. Balin, be true to your word. Yeah. Oh well. I guess that had to happen.
Welcome to copy.
Whoop.
Can you send assistance? Over.
Copy, Huyang. We're already here. The calculations are complete. Return at once.
Understood.
Now you destroy it. Whoa.
No one will be following us.
I'm sure that was such a great idea, Sabine.
Okay. But can Hera and the others then follow them? And what about Ahsoka? Okay.
They are obstructing our path.
Hera, ignore them.
Huh?
Engage the hyperdrive.
What's...
That's a tremendous surge in power.
It's the hyperdrive.
They're gonna jump.
Get out of the way then? Or how is this gonna... Oh shit! Oh no!
I've got a bad feeling. healing.
Me too, buddy.
Yep.
Sabine, are you there?
Nope.
Lady Tano? Ahsoka!
Alright, how in the heck are they gonna follow them?
Well, they have to come back at some point, right?
Yeah. Wait, what's going on here? So she's in the world between worlds?
I was just about to ask.
She is. How?
How?
How did that happen? No way.
Master?
I didn't expect to see you so soon.
No way.
Was Hayden?
Is he there?
He's right there.
Anakin.
What?
What?
Oh, it's gonna freaking end here.
Ah.
Oh man, now I really can't wait for the next episode. Fuck me. And I think I read somewhere that the next one is gonna be directed by Dave Filoni himself.
Wow, yeah, of course he wanted
So
that.
yeah, it's gonna be really, really important.
Yeah.
Oh. Anakin. What a freaking episode. Oh. I might not agree with him on a lot of his takes, but I know Star Wars Theory is going to be absolutely losing his shit because of this. In a good way, because he's like the biggest Anakin fan ever. Alright. But there we go. Part 4, Fallen Jedi. That title can refer to
so many things.
So many things. Of course, Baylan Skull. Shin Hati, I don't think she was ever a Jedi. She's too young. Maybe Ahsoka in a sense as well, or at least how she sees herself, or the fact that she probably doesn't see herself as a Jedi and hasn't for a long time. But also,
I think the
Fallen Jedi.
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker. I almost can't say without tearing up again. That was, and I know like we've just seen him again in Obi-Wan, and that also really got me. But his relationship with Ahsoka, and like we've never seen them interact in live action, of course, before. So that was just that absolutely blew my mind. And again, I cannot wait for next week. That is that's gonna be a big one, because what the hell is gonna happen here? Sabine, she gave it up. She gave up the map, and we sort of knew that was gonna happen, right?
Yeah, that's not like
they've been setting that up.
Yeah, but also, Ahsoka wouldn't say, "Can I count on you?"
Yeah, unless
it was going to be like a thing.
Yes, and the whole thing with like her relationship to Ezra, him being like family to her, and he's been gone for a long while, and like what would you do to get your family back if you lost him? I know I would go through
hell and high water.
Yeah. So I definitely get that aspect of it, and yeah, it had to happen, because we do need to get to this other galaxy, because we have to get Ezra and Thrawn back for this story to really kick into gear. So much happened in this episode. And let's just get the Merrick thing out of the way immediately. Like, we didn't get a straight up answer to what he was, but I do think, yeah, there was some Night Sister magic involved in that, because when he got sliced open and then that sort of just burst out of him, and then no, it wasn't important like who he was.
It was just to keep us on our toes.
Yeah, I guess so. And just another villain in the mix, another opponent for like someone for Ahsoka to fight and defeat here, because she wasn't able to defeat Balin's skull. It would have been more of a fight if she hadn't burned her freaking hand on the map. I think like that was the reason why she lost, and then she got unbalanced because she thought she lost a bean, and then she came back, and it was just a lot.
A scramble of emotions, and when you scramble the emotions, your balance is off, and
especially when it comes to the Force.
Yes.
Yeah, and when that fear creeps in there, that's a slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
And
we know that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yoda.
Yeah, for telling us. And she fell and landed in, well, between worlds somehow. And then he was there, and he had been expecting her, but she arrived a little sooner than he thought. And just when.
But that actually kind of makes me a little bit afraid.
For.
Like her having perhaps left her corporeal, what's it called? Like a physical body.
Yeah, but like we've seen, like when we first saw World Between Worlds, they went in, like Ezra went in there and he saved Ahsoka, and like it was them. It wasn't their spirits or anything like that necessarily. But we don't know how she got there, and like it could easily be what you said, and she's just floating in the water somewhere, and it's just her mind that has entered, or her spirit again that has entered World Between Worlds somehow. I do.
It's just I'm just questioning because we know that Anakin is dead at this point. At least.
Yes.
So for me, it's more like if he's dead and he's there, and I know nobody's ever really dead with the Force and whatever, but him being there, and we know that his corporeal whatever body is.
Well,
gone.
he's gone. Yeah, he's dead and
but
gone.
He's still there, you know.
Yes,
so that's why I'm a little bit worried that perhaps at least she's just temporarily out of it.
Yeah, like because he's not a Force ghost right now, but we don't really know how the World Between Worlds works. Like it's so mysterious, and it's such a big thing in this galaxy, or this in this universe, that anything can really happen. And I think, of course, that is also how Ahsoka is going to be able to follow them.
Reach, yeah.
Yeah, and get to that other galaxy is through the World Between Worlds somehow. But first, I think she's going to have a little chat with
a little heartfelt chat.
her old master. And we even got a little snippet of like Vader theme there at the end. I don't know what that is gonna, like, what that means. Like, but I don't think that Anakin is just gonna turn dark side again, or is gonna do anything here. It's because, you know,
that would be against like his whole.
Yeah, he was saved he was saved in the end.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that would sort of negate that. Like, that darkness is always going to be a part of him, but he did become a Jedi again in the end. He was saved, and in that way, you know, Return of the Jedi, that is a title that could also very much refer to him, and a lot of people think that it definitely does refer to Anakin coming back, and it's not Luke, but oh man, what a freaking episode. Some great action as well, some great lightsaber fights. I really, really like the one between Baylan and Ahsoka.
Yeah, and here's the reason why I like it, because there's a lot of the way that they shift their stances.
Yes.
It's basically like they are
sizing each other up.
Exactly, they are challenging each other. And especially the first one where she changed her stance.
Yeah.
And he did not. He kept it. Like, he was very confident.
Standing firm, yeah. And we've seen, like, one of my absolute favorite lightsaber battles, also one of the shortest in Star Wars history, is from Rebels.
Obi.
Yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi, when he finally defeats Maul. And that was also them just standing in front of each other and sizing each other up and changing the stances, and Obi-Wan luring Maul in by changing it to the Qui-Gon stance. So he thought that he could just do the same thing that he did to Qui-Gon. He couldn't, and then boom. Sorry, spoilers for Rebels if you haven't seen it. And I love stuff like that, and that was a big part of this battle. And then just how he was moving as well, and it was so precise, it was so powerful, and it also reminded me in a way of how Anakin was fighting, and also I guess as Vader, like that was very powerful and precise, not a lot of jumping around and yada,
but there
yada,
was
yada.
a lot of anger, or like a lot of
emotion in it, or not necessarily, like, because he didn't seem phased as all.
No. But emotion can be other things, and like it doesn't have to be turmoil all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it like there's still some
determination, I guess. Yeah.
Aggressiveness, like it's aggressive, but without being chaotic. So it's basically like a lawful evil. If you have to do like the whole
and I think that's a box we can put Balin into, actually, the lawful evil, because he's true to his word. When he says he'll do something, he's gonna do it, and I trust him in that sense. So when he said that, said to Sabine, no harm will come to you, I trusted it.
Yeah.
And Shin was I'm gonna force choke the hell out of this one, because she just embarrassed me in the forest there. But he was like, nope, release her. I gave her my word. And I don't like a lot of people have been talking about Shin Hati, that she's probably gonna turn good at some point. I don't think so. I think she's gonna stay evil, and she's even more evil in this, like, in the sense that we've used than Balin. I think, like, Balin, like, there's something like underlying with him. Like, he is
using that part of the Force to serve a purpose.
Yes.
A specific purpose, and he sees it like a bit like a utilitarian. What's it called? The means justify the result justify the means, right? Is that
the end justify the means? Yes, exactly. So that is what he's also going for here. He knows that, like, I'm not. My goal here isn't to start a war. That's Thrawn's. But my goal is to get to the other side of this, because in order to create, you need to destroy. What is he trying to create? Like, I really want to learn way more about Balin and who he was before, how he sort of fell to the dark side, but not kind of like all the way, because he isn't a fully fledged Sith. He isn't like a cackling evil maniac or anything like that. There's still honor in him, and he's saying that, like, this is for a good purpose. He knew Anakin as well. He also said that, like, everyone knew Anakin. Few would live to see what he became. And that was also a nice little talk, like a nice detail there. And I think that sort of also threw Ahsoka off a little bit, because she's still affected by that.
Sure, she is. But it seems like, because that's also what we're building up to now, right? He has to get resolve on this.
Yes,
and
when it comes to Anakin, yeah.
Yeah, and this is why they meet, because then she can get the resolve. Balin seems like he knows a lot, because he seems like, well, he knew about Sabine and her feelings, and I know he can search and basically read minds through the Force and everything.
Yeah.
But it's still, he's very perceptive, observative.
He's very in tune with the Force, and he knows what he wants. He knows his goals, and he is just centered and focused.
Sure, but he also just knows a lot. Like, he's
yeah.
I think knowledge, and
that's a part of it as well. Yeah.
But through that knowledge, he relearned that Sabine lost her family. Like,
oh yeah,
like,
and that was also a question, because of we got acquainted with her family in Rebels, and there were a lot of cool stuff happening on Mandalore. But then when we got into the Mandalorian series, we learned about the Purge. And then people were asking, okay, how, like, who survived? And did Sabine's family survive the Purge? And they did not. So that's also another clue as to why Sabine is, so focused on finding Ezra, because he's now the only family she has left. Although I would say, like, Hera and Seb are still out there. Like,
but it can also serve or will answer the question as to why does she not have the Darksaber at this point. She lost it, right?
Well, she gave it to Bo-Katan.
Oh, okay.
And that's how like that whole
yeah,
thing
sure.
started.
I just kind of forgot that she just straight out gave it, but that could also like play into why she gave it away. Is what I meant.
Like she did that in Rebels. Like at the end of one of the.
Oh, it's because I haven't.
Mandalorian
Yeah,
arcs.
it's because I haven't.
It's been a while since you've watched it.
No, I didn't watch the last season, 2 seasons.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was pretty sure that you did. Ah. Anywho, yeah. The Darksaber is even gone now, destroyed.
Yeah, so why does it even matter?
Yeah. Another big question is like people have been asking, so like, what is Luke doing at this point in time? Like, shouldn't he be involved in this? But we also know that like he's at this point in time, like he was out and looking for a lot of Jedi artifacts and also like visiting old temples and just finding knowledge and kind of just staying out of the conflicts.
Yeah.
Focusing on getting this knowledge and then wanted to rebuild the Jedi Order. And we know how all of that turned out. So maybe we'll see him, but if we don't, like that's also fine with me. Like we're focusing on Ahsoka's story here and Sabine, Thrawn, Ezra we're gonna see, and then we have these very, very interesting new characters in Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati, and then Anakin. Oh man, I cannot wait for next week. Oh damn it. Is there anything else we should get into with this one?
I'm just a bit confused about, and I know it's just, and there's probably some
explanation to it, or
explanation for me. It's just like bullshit, but yeah, why he is like he's the younger Anakin, like he's pre-Vader Anakin, and I know there's explanations, but in my opinion, it doesn't count. Yeah, and it's an opinion.
No,
so,
yeah.
It's just, and I don't want to, because I know that a lot of keyboard warriors are gonna come at me, so I don't want to explain it, because why even bother? Because I'm gonna get roasted anyway. But I'm just a little bit confused about, because, well, I'm not confused, but
your question, like why even use any form of de-aging technology on him? Because
no, not de-aging. It's just he is like
he looks like the Anakin
before he got completely twisted, physically twisted.
Yeah.
And well,
so like the last time we saw Anakin being Anakin.
Before Mustafa.
Yeah.
But I know it's like they have fitted an explanation to fit so they can use Anakin, as they can of course no longer use the original Vader actor.
Sebastian Shaw, I think his name was. But yeah, they've also retroactively changed that.
I know.
So,
and
yeah.
that is to fit the explanation. Like that's the explanation to fit why like and everything. So I understand it, but I'm also a little bit like, yeah.
Fair enough.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Fair enough.
Other than just being an explanation.
We also had, of course, Hera, Phoenix Squadron, coming to the rescue. Didn't get to do a lot. It was really nice seeing Carson Teva again, but they just arrived there and then they went into hyperspace anyway, and we lost some of those pilots. That sucks.
3 Expendables, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. And then Jason even said, I've got a bad feeling about this. We kind of almost set the iconic line. And we know, like, of course, it makes sense that he is pretty damn force sensitive, given who his father was. So how is it going to work with them? Like, are they going to be able to get to the other galaxy somehow, or they're just going to be there ready for when Thrawn eventually returns as heir to the Empire and start a new war, and they're just going to have to be ready for that. We'll see. I was really afraid for a second there that something was going to happen to all of them, because we've seen the damage, like with going into Lightspeed, what that can do from they call it the Holdo. What's that?
Holdo maneuver?
the maneuver, that we saw in The Last Jedi. But this was a ring, so they didn't like crash into them. It was just like they just
still have like must have a massive like change in.
Yeah, it had a huge effect still, and we lost some of them, but we didn't. Of course, we didn't lose the ghost, and we didn't lose Carson Teva either.
No,
so.
But I was a little bit like when Jason, he kind of got that like facial expression is like, oh no, something bad is happening. Like I was just about no, he's not gonna vomit blood or. Like,
oh, that would be too dark. I think.
It was just it gave me a little bit of Spider-Man in Infinity War kind of feelings. I was just like, no, don't do this.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, don't do this.
No. That would don't just like reintroduce him into live action just to take him away from us.
It's just like, like those tiny slivers of moments where it's just like pure fear, even though you rationally know it's not gonna happen. Because of
I get it.
All that, but it's just like that sliver of
fear creeping in. I had a little bit of that as well, even though my mind was telling me that no, of course we're not gonna lose these characters now. That wouldn't make any sense. But there we have it. Part 4, Fallen Jedi. Maybe we should just get into Danish word of the day and then round it off. And it can sometimes be a little bit hard to come up with a word to translate that makes sense for the story and all. But I think since we got World Between Worlds in this episode, it was such a big surprise that ending kicked ass. Then let's just translate world, because I don't think we've done that before. So world in Danish is
Verden.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah,
like I think
you do pronounce the D and
and the E just have an E sound again.
Yeah, but that's typical for Danish. So it's yeah, world in English and Verden in Danish. There we go. I'll do it for this reaction and review of Ahsoka Part 4 Fallen Jedi. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you as soon as possible. May the Force be with you. Bye.
Bye.